Friendly helo pilot active.
Death by stereo. 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 What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Stereo Rifles tuning in on the microphone. If you're new to the channel, enjoy the content, smack that like button down below. Subscribe as well if you're new. Much appreciated. The more people I get to talk to, the better. Anyways, you saw that little intro, man. One of the campiest lobbies I've had in a while in COD Ghost. Some of the gameplays I had were actually pretty good, including this one. I believe I get 32 kills. But yeah, suffice to say, it was an official camp fest. One of the main reasons Call of Duty Ghosts was not well received, but suffice to say, I got all my streaks on that intro clip, that gameplay. It was the attack chopper, sentry gun, and the chopper hunter, which they call the helo pilot in Call of Duty Ghosts. And there's just, man, on that map, there's just too many places for the enemy to hide. As you could see, I think I only got 2 or 3 kills with it. It's like a 12 kill streak. Not only that, I believe the helicopter skin was made of paper because I swear my attack chopper got shot down in under 30 seconds. It was really bad. One of the bad things about Call of Duty Ghosts. But the gunplay, the time to kill, I love the maps for the most part. Obviously, some of the bigger maps were dookie. But I'm having a good time on this game, man. There's only about 600. Look at this clown in the corner. Get out of here, son. Teabag. Get shot while I'm getting teabagged. Anyways, yeah, it's just a nice little fun intro, but man, as you can see on the title of the video, man, did Infinity Ward screw up already? The game isn't even out yet. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about the skill-based matchmaking system. So, one of the developers had an interview on multiple subjects, and one of them was the matchmaking system. Exclusive Ace made a video on it. I watched it. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I just wanted to put my 2 cents in. A few things that come to mind right off the jump. I understand where the guy's coming from. He's saying he doesn't want all these new players that are being flooded into the lobbies to just quit because they're going to get, raped by seasoned players. I get that. They've always tried to figure out, ways to combat this situation. But at the same time, it's a casual game. It's Call of Duty. If you want super competitive environment, go play, go play competitive, go play ranked. It's like that was part of the why this game is so much fun, because sometimes, yeah, it might be a sweat fest, but sometimes you get a lobby full of Timmies and you go off on them. But so on the noob side of things, I see where they're coming from. I went through the school of hard knocks back in the day, but like I've said, and everybody else has probably said, that as a seasoned player, that you power through, you get better at the game. And the developer's argument is that the game's been out for so long, these players are better than they were back in the day. I call bullshit on that, because I say you pretty much get as good as you get. You know what I mean? You might get a little better over the years, but you pretty much, after I'd say 2 or 3 seasons of Call of Duty, you pretty much find where you're at, and that's pretty much where you're at. Unless you do want to, pick up some G Fuel and Adderall and sweat your butt off, which I personally don't do. Obviously, I'm in my 30s. I work, so I only have so much time played. Granted, if Modern Warfare is going to be as good as I think it is, I'm going to be sweating this game this year. But let's rewind back. So, the first game, in my experience, that they really implemented skill-based matchmaking was Advanced Warfare. Thunder would call it Advanced Warfare. But I think I had 7 days on that game. A lot of fun with parties, friends. Granted, there's a lot of aggravation in that game, but there was some good times as well. But the point I'm trying to make is that matchmaking system was definitely implemented. Yes, in COD Ghosts, you could get raped, you could beast, whatever, but there's always, a winner and a loser. It wasn't always 75 to 74 in a team deathmatch, you know what I mean, or in a Dom. It wasn't always 189 to 199 in Dom. But you went in Advanced Warfare. I've talked to guys. I remember playing back then. They're like, bro, Black Ops 2, COD Ghosts, Modern Warfare 3. I carried a 2.5 to 3 KD every single year, bro. Right? Now the guy's carrying a 1.7, a 1.8 in Advanced Warfare. I heard everybody say that. If you had a 3 KD in any other COD previously, you probably had like a 1.7, a 1.8. And that's because of the matchmaking. If you're constantly playing yourself or someone slightly better, your stats are going to go down. Why do you play well? Because you're usually, not all the time, but you might have a good team with you, a good party. But for the most part, if you're playing people at your caliber, what does that mean? A 1.5 versus a 1.5 is going to pretty much go 1-0. You're going to carry a 1 KD. You're going to go even out because you're playing yourself. It's a mirror match. You know, and that's the frustrating part about skill-based matchmaking is that you get tired of playing yourself all the time. I've been saying it all year, Black Ops 4, and that's what scares me. Brings me to the next part of the subject, man. That this game looks so good. It looks like the game that we used to play back in the day. That all the OGs played back in the day. And why are they going to ruin it with this? And great, the guy did say he doesn't want the noobs to have a bad time. He doesn't want the good players to have a bad time, the seasoned players. How they're going to balance that out, I have no idea. All I can think, I do remember when you went back to the older COD, like Modern Warfare 2 and all that, if you're a new player, you were limited to only so many game modes and all that stuff before you'd have to rank up. So basically, they limited you out, so you had to get better at the game before you had a chance, you know, to get into the regular lobby full of the seasoned players and all that good stuff. And I think they definitely need to do that this year. Let these guys, I'd say, go at the first prestige, get the hang of the game. I mean, you're not going to be an expert, obviously, after just first prestige, level 55. But at least you got a grasp on the mechanics, you know, how things work. And after that, just throw them into the wolves, man. Throw them into the pubs. And you're going to learn, just like I did, and every other COD player learned. And if they don't do that, and they implement this skill-based matchmaking that was similar to even World War II. That was part of the frustration for me in World War II. It wasn't the whole thing, but the constant you lose by 1 point, you win by 1 point in team death or any other game mode all the time. And it just gets tired. And not only that, when you are doing well, the streaks sucked. I hate saying for this game, I don't think, it wasn't necessarily the streaks were bad in this game. They were a little weak on the armor side. You could take streaks it down very easily in this game. I'll definitely say that. But the map design, I mean, as you can see, look at all the cover in these maps. The gunplay is fine, in my opinion. But it sucks when you call in that chopper gunner or AKA helo pilot, tac chopper, whatever it may be, and they got all this cover. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. You would have think back then they need to come up with better ground-based streaks. I've always said that in every Call of Duty. But, you know, it kind of is what it is. I'm just scared it's just going to ruin the fun element of Modern Warfare 2019. I really do. Because everything else they've gotten right. It's like every year they find a way to cater to the noobs. Black Ops 4, it was the specialists, as you know. You know, you finally get something going, you get a decent streak, and you get cheesed off by a seeker shock drone. We all know it. You know, the shitty time to kill. At least that's one thing they got right. That's why I'm playing COD Ghosts. I can't stand the time to kill in Black Ops 4 anymore. As you can see, I'm just melting people, dude. This AK, but around the AK and is it the Vepr? Okay, one of the SMGs. That's pretty much all I've been using. This AK melts, bro. Mobility's pretty decent. As long as you got good reaction time in this game and good aim, well, obviously good aim counts no matter what COD you play, but reaction time, man, it's melting bros, man. Look, right here, I'm checking the spawn, man. This guy really was just sitting back there on his dingling. And there he is. I got him. See, you know, people talk about how melty this game is. Like, bro, you know, people are camping everywhere. Look, melted his ass. You get good at finding, you know, in the camp spots. Oh, there we go. Pick up a sentry gun. These campers aren't hard to combat. Hardcore's another story. But in core, you got good reaction time. Look at these clowns. Man, just sitting there. Man. I love the time to kill in this game. I don't love the flinch. I should be running toughness, but I'm looking forward to this kind of game mechanic in Modern Warfare. It just, man, the flinch is terrible, but man, the gunplay feels so good. I gotta say, it feels so good. But, you know, what does bring me back, like, makes me more confident that even though they might screw up with this skill-based matchmaking, is Infinity Ward did say with the gun balance they're kind of trying to bring the fun factor back to Call of Duty, like in the Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 days, even in this game, not overbalancing guns just because of esports and all that. So it's like, I don't know, they're going a couple weird different directions this year. I just hope that I don't, go back to what it used to be in Advanced Warfare and seeing all the reverse boosting and all that just to get good gameplay. It's so lame, man. And I hope that it's not like Black Ops 4 to where it's so damn sweaty. That's why I can only play a few days a week, because I can't sweat all the time. I know not everybody's different, especially if you're a little younger. You got a little more free time on your hands. But, man, it's just so frustrating. I just hope this isn't the case. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments section. Do you think this skill-based matchmaking is going to screw up this game's launch? Do you think that maybe they'll figure out a way to go towards the noobs and the seasoned players to make us both happy? I don't see how that's possible. I don't know. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up, man. Nice little gameplay there. I think I went 32-8. Obviously, I got a little finisher clip here because I went over the game, but I just wasn't done talking yet. But that is gonna wrap it up. I'll just see y'all on the next one. Take it easy.